Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Hi, guys. Just waiting for a few more people to get the live notification, and we'll go ahead and get started. And everybody is jumping on. We've got audio and video, so I think we're good. All right. Hello, everyone. This is Bridget with Horse Auctions USA. It's the first Thursday of the month, and that means that we are live at Jones Livestock Auction in Jones, Oklahoma. The first Thursday of every month, we bring you the livestock auction here. It's something that we just started doing a couple of months ago, and we're really enjoying it, and it seems that everybody else is as well. So for those of you who don't know, Jones Livestock Auction is held weekly on Thursday nights, and the first Thursday of the month, we're online. We don't go online every week, just the first Thursday of the month. Heads up for July, because of the way the holiday falls with the 4th, it'll actually be the second Thursday next month, because there won't be a sale with the 4th of July. So I'll have all that posted. Right now, we're going to talk about tonight, and we have got a cool group of stuff, as always, here at Jones. We'll go over the schedule real quick. And then just a couple of the things that I know we have coming. And then we'll do an online bidding tutorial, so that those of you who are old pros at this now won't have to watch to the bitter end. But for those of you who are new, it might be helpful. Hey there, I'm Michael from Pennsylvania. So first and foremost, let's talk about the schedule for tonight. As you can see, the ring is piling full of stuff. They will start with tack and all the things that you see in the ring now, including the chickens there at 6 o'clock. None of the things you see in the ring now are live online. And that means chickens. We don't do the chickens online. We just go live with the livestock. So what time we go live tonight? Well, it's largely dependent on the amount of stuff. So people are going to continue to bring stuff to that ring right through till 6 o'clock. So it'll be piled high. And they'll go through it pretty quickly, and then we'll have outside items. There's usually trailers and whatnot outside, and they'll sell those, and then we go live with the livestock. As a general rule, we tell people plan on the livestock starting around 8:30, not before 8. For those of you watching from out of the area, like Michael, we're on Central Time. So it's 3:02 where we are. So for those of you on the East Coast, 4:02 for you guys. So again, we're on Central Standard Time here. So figure livestock starting about 8:30 tonight. And I will try to kind of jump online and let you guys know if things look like they're going to start earlier or significantly later. Hey, Patricia. So yeah, I'll try to keep you guys posted, but just we'll say that'll save us. So about 8:30-ish. I know we've got, and we'll start with these things. We've got roughly a dozen or so peacocks, the India blues, whites, black shoulder, and pied. I believe we've got all colors of peacocks, peafowl. We've got, hens and males. And then there was a hedgehog. He was briefly on Facebook before Facebook had a small meltdown about that. So he's in the online catalog only, because I should say, it's a female hedgehog. We've got lots of alpacas tonight. Lots of alpacas, llamas. We have yaks, who are uncharacteristically friendly, by the way. We've got Watusi. I believe there's 8 Watusi coming. We have got a 19-head dispersal of registered miniature Herefords. Those guys are all listed in the online catalog. They're very well-loved cattle, coming from a very reputable program. They're selling their farm, so it's a complete dispersal, including the breeding bull. And there's a couple of bull calves that we'll be selling tonight, and then there's heifers, and then cows as well. So again, they're all in the online catalog. There's 19 head total. Hey there, Anthony. Oh, I'm glad that the kids like it. Next Springfield sale will be the last Friday of the month. Look at my calendar here. That is June the 30th will be the next Springfield sale. What else do we have tonight? Horses and donkeys. We have got all sizes of donkeys. We've got jennies with babies, standard and miniature. There is a very tiny mini mare back there. She's a silver dapple, and she is a whopping 28 inches tall. Like, she is itty bitty. So we'll do exotics. We'll do goats and sheep. Goats and sheep. For those of you who haven't been with us live online before, so goats and sheep go fast, guys, and I do mean fast. So the the sheep and goats that are individually advertised in the online catalog, those we will do, with their actual tag numbers on those lot numbers. For all the rest of them, and there's a lot of them, I'm just going to grab a random goat sheep tag, okay? Because they're going to come in here, and if there's 3 head of goats, it's 3 times your money, right? So if there's 3 goats and the bid is $100, your total is $300, okay? With very few exceptions, that's the way goats and sheep will run. We will tell you, you will hear me very clearly, if it's otherwise, okay? But assume if there are 3 goats or sheep, it is 3 times the money, okay? 3 times the bid. The tag numbers on all of the unadvertised goats and sheep, the ones that you see online, you can just don't get hung up on the number in front of you. In order for me to keep up with our auctioneer, who's pretty fast, I need to grab the first 3 tags that are in front of me. Okay. So our clerk will have the correct tag numbers, and you'll be bidding on the goats that you see in front of you on the camera. Just don't pay attention to the tag numbers on the goats and the sheep, guys. And again, we do that because I've got to keep up with the auctioneer. And if I have to hunt around for the correct tag numbers, they'll be sold and out the door before I get them all selected. Hey, Crystal. Crystal, I wish I could tell you about the chicken prices, but I am never in here when they do those chickens. I'm always in the office uploading stuff. Your best bet's going to be to call the Jones office and ask about chicken prices, because I am not even a little bit helpful there. I'm so sorry. So again, that's how goats and sheep run. So we'll do the exotics, the goats and the sheep, and then cattle. And we'll start with the littles, right? Like the calves, and move on up. Cattle, as a general rule, if we run a group of, say, 4 or 5 in here, as a general rule, we'll choice them the first 1 or 2 times, and then it'll be times the money, right? So let's say there's 5 head that come in, they sell choice, somebody takes 1, they might choice them 1 more time, somebody else takes 1, and then they're going to say, okay, the remaining 3 are 3 times your money. Again, when we're live tonight, you'll hear me saying all this, or you'll hear Ernie, you'll hear one of us saying all of that, so you'll know what the deal is. And then the very last thing we'll sell tonight are the equines. We will start with the littles, the fun-sized ones. And by that, I mean the miniatures, the ponies and the donkeys, and then we'll move on up into the larger horses. So that's kind of the way things will go. If you're a successful bidder tonight, you, of course, can come down and pick up tonight while we're still here, or you can pick up tomorrow, and they will do pickups from 9 o'clock until about 11:30 or 12 noon tomorrow. That's when pickups are scheduled. If you need to lay your animals over for another day or 2, you'll need to communicate that with the office tonight. And there is, they have a boarding charge that will apply, and they'll go over all of that with you. So whenever you're done bidding tonight, thank you for answering that, Tanner. When you're done bidding tonight, you will need to contact the Jones Livestock office. Don't text me. I'll be up here all night, so I can't help you. You'll need to call the girls in the office. And if you don't call them, they'll call you. And let them know what your game plan is. So now that we've covered all of that, let's talk about, one more thing. So the view you've got right now of the ring is largely what it'll be tonight when we do like the peacocks. I'll zoom it, well, not quite like that, but you see what you get where I'm going with this, right? I'll zoom it in for you. And then the goats, they'll stay kind of like that right there. And then when we get to the horses, I'll probably zoom out so you can get, the full effect. So I will do my very best with the camera angles. The goats tend to like to hang up back, where the saddle is here in the picture. They tend to like to hang out back there. So they'll keep trying to shoo them out here so you guys can see them. So that's kind of the game plan for tonight. I'll be uploading stuff all afternoon. So now that we've done that, I'm going to jump into navigating the online catalog and online bidding. So for my old pros that have been with me for a while, this is going to be really redundant for you guys. You're, of course, welcome to stay with us. For those of you who are new, this probably will be helpful. I'm going to change your view right now, guys. So you're going to look at my computer screen instead of this. Let's see if this does it here. Let me click. Let's do that. Hey, there we go. All right, so now you're looking at my screen. So I'm going to pop into this browser. So first things first, how to navigate the online catalog. 2 ways to do this. If you're going to use your phone, your cell phone, a tablet, any kind of mobile device, I am going to strongly recommend that you download the Horse Auctions USA app for a couple of reasons. And the first is this is what it actually looks like, when it's on your phone. And you see how it's laid out really nice and it fits your phone nice. It's just a really nice experience. The vast majority of my users who have the app really like using it. It's very user-friendly. You don't need to be a computer guru of any kind to operate the app. It's really pretty straightforward. It is available free to download in both the App Store and the Google Play Store. So you're going to go to the appropriate store for your device. So for those of you who are on iPhones or iPads, you're going to go here to the App Store, on your phone or your tablet. And for my Android users, you're going to go to Google Play. You'll go to the search bar for the apps and you will type in Horse Auctions. There's an S at the end of that, USA. And you'll see our little icon pop up. That's our logo. And just click get or install, whatever your store asks you to do. And you are off to the races. For those of you who don't want to use an app or who are going to be on the computer, you guys, I'm going to recommend that you use Google Chrome because it's the most up-to-date browser. But you can use any browser your little heart desires. And you are going to go to, and this is very important, bid. You got to type that in first. BID horse auctions. Don't forget that S. USA.com. All right. So whether you're on the app or the browser, the rest of this is pretty much the same. Either way, here's what the browser landing page looks like. And here's what the app landing page looks like, right? This is just laid out vertically because it's narrow to fit your phone. And this goes 3 across. This is what we want, right? Jones Livestock Auction. So you're going to click View Auction beneath that. For my app users, same deal. You're going to click View Auction, okay? And that's going to bring you here. This is an index of the animals consigned. Now, let me explain how things are numbered and laid out at the moment. So when we're posting animals, I give them these big, giant 5-digit numbers, right? Those are not the tag numbers they're going to have when they get in, but I have to put a number on them in order to make them available to you guys online. So all of these animals with these big, giant numbers, they haven't had their tag number assigned here in-house yet, or I haven't entered it yet. The latter is very possible. So once I enter it, it'll change to a 3 or a 4-digit tag. Okay. So those are the actual tag numbers of the animals. Again, remember, with goats and sheep, those are the exception. The goats and the sheep that you see, the ones that I have listed. So for example, like these guys here, right? When they check in, I'll put their actual tag numbers in because I've got people who specifically want to bid on those goats, right? But on like just the random ones, I haven't uploaded all the others yet, but when we get close to start time, you'll just see a bunch of tags that say goat, sheep, goat, sheep, goat, sheep. Okay. And same thing. So for there's lots of cattle here. There's horses and donkeys and whatnot here that weren't advertised. You can still bid on them. Okay. They'll just have blank tags that say, on the cattle, I try to put in a description like longhorn, heifer, black bull, etc. Goat, sheep, we're just going to say goat, sheep. But the point is you'll be able to bid on all of them. Okay. So even if there isn't any information available online, you will still be able to look. So let's talk about navigating this. Like I said, this is an index. So if you see something you want to know more about and oh, hey, I want to know about this yak right here, you just click on it. That's going to bring you to its main page with its information, any information that we have. And if it tells you that the animal has a video, that video is going to be the second thumbnail, right? So first thumbnail is here. Here's the second thumbnail. There's the video. Okay. So that's how you play the videos. That's how you navigate. If you're looking for something specific and you do not want to scroll, okay, you can search. If you're on the computer, you can search up here in this search bar, or you can use this little glass here. If you're on the app, you're going to have the glass. I don't know if it shows it. Yep, it does. You'll have the glass. So let's say I only want to see alpacas. I can type in alpaca and that is going to bring up everything that says alpaca, okay? And so on and so forth. So just nice shortcut, easy way to navigate. Key point about watching live tonight before I go into registering to bid and all that good stuff. If you want to watch live tonight and you have absolutely no intention whatsoever of bidding, you can watch on Facebook or YouTube. If you're watching there now, we'll be live there tonight. You cannot bid on Facebook and YouTube, guys, okay? So there's absolutely no way to bid there. Also, Facebook and YouTube are going to have a little bit of a delay, usually 15, no more than 20 seconds. Those platforms buffer their feed. And all that you need to know about that is there's a delay, right? It's on their end. There's nothing I can do. You can watch on the Horse Auctions USA app or website without being a registered user or registered to bid, okay? You do not have to be a registered user just to watch. So I've had people ask that in the past. Nope, you don't have to have a registration in order to do that, okay? So registering to bid, you'll see under every animal, it says register to bid. So you can click register to bid under any old lot your little heart desires. I'm going to click it right here. If you've been with us before, you're good to just put in your email and your password and, so on and so forth. But if you're new, don't put your stuff in here, right? Because you don't have an account yet. You're going to go down here to the bottom where it says no account, sign up here. You're going to click that, put your information in, make sure that's checked, and continue. I'm going to go ahead and use my registered account now so we can go through the rest of this. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign in. Make sure you guys click remember me on this device. I'm going to show you why in just a minute. When you register to bid, guys, you do have to enter a valid debit or a credit card. I hate that we have to do that. I also hate that I have to talk over the rooster. So you do have to enter a credit or a debit card. And when you do that, Horse Auctions USA is going to do a $500 test pre-authorization on that card. This is very, very important, guys. This is not a charge. I repeat, this is not a charge. However, almost every mobile banking app there is will send you a notification when this occurs, and it looks like a charge, and it sends people into a panic, and I always get a phone call or two. Not a charge. It's a pre-authorization. It never completes. It vanishes like it was never there. But you're likely going to get a notification from your bank. So please don't panic. Not costing you $1 to register to bid. You do need to have $500 in whatever that card account is because it is a test authorization. Why do we do that? Well, I need to know that you folks bidding on the other end are number one, real. Number two, that you're over the age of 18. And number three, that you have a valid payment method. It's unfortunate, but these are the times we live in. You do not have to pay with the card you register with, okay? If you're an established bidder already here at Jones Livestock and you have check writing privileges, you are welcome to pay with cash or a check at pickup. If you're new to Jones, you can pay cash at pickup, but you'll need to be an established bidder here for a few times before you have check writing privileges. You, of course, can pay with your card. You just don't have to pay with your card, all right? So that's a key thing. So know that you will need to put a card in. So my account's already done, so boom, let's do this. Hey, all right. So I am registered to bid and I am logged in. Remember when I told you earlier to check, keep you logged in? Here is why. You see how now things have changed? The most important thing is that up here, my name is in the upper right-hand corner. It is a habit that I ask everyone to get into whenever you open the app or you go to the website. Make sure that you see your name up here. Why do I tell you this? If you are intending to bid live, you'll need to be both registered and logged in, right? And I have in the past had people register for an auction and sale time comes and they're live and they're watching, and that animal they've been watching for days finally comes in the ring and they go to bid, but they're not logged in. And you know what? You can't bid if you're not logged in. And these, again, things go fast. You will not have time to get out here, log in, and get back. And then you miss your animal. So that's why I tell you, just a really good habit so that doesn't happen, and it happens to the best of us, right? Just boom, hey, I'm on Horse Auctions USA. Yep, there's my name. We're good. And if you're registered to bid, you'll see that your register to bid prompt has now changed. Now, instead of asking you to register to bid under all these creatures, it says bid. So the reason it says that is you do have early absentee bidding available to you. I'm going to show you how to use that in just a minute. But for those of you who are planning on participating live tonight, I want to show you this, okay? When you click, like when you're watching tonight, so when we go live, you'll click the view live. So I'll click this now, but it's going to pull up what we're watching, right? Hey, we're live. I'm going to stop it so it doesn't interfere with what you guys see. So when we're live, you're going to go to like get on this lot, right? Click the view live and you're good to go, right? You can place your bids, right? So here you go. You're watching live and you can bid. And when we're live, this bid number is going to change with the auctioneer, right? So it like 1.25, 150, 175, 200. This number is going to change. I'll keep time with the auctioneer, so this number will stay with you. So that's what you're going to bid. So let's say, yep, I want to bid, right? I want to bid 125. I'm going to click bid. What happens? I haven't bid yet. See how it says confirm bid? You got to click twice. So when we're live tonight, this is very important. And again, we go fast. So you're going to need to do this kind of fast. You click bid and then you click confirm bid. Now there's no question that I have bid, correct? It's changed to green. It says I'm the high bidder. Yay, right? There's no question. I'm going to turn the live off here so we're not interfering with anything. So when you're live tonight, remember that once to bid, twice to confirm. For those of you who want to do the absentee bidding, let's talk about how that works. So this is, if you've ever used eBay, same principle, same idea. Like I said, we're going to start probably 8:30-ish tonight. And we got a lot of animals. And no matter how fast our auctioneer goes, we're going to be here pretty late. Maybe you have to get up at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning and you do not want to be up until midnight or 1 in the morning, right? Maybe you're just like me and you're just one of those people that's plain old ready to go to bed at 9 no matter what. Whatever. So there's that. Maybe if you're like a lot of us in rural America, you have crappy internet service at home. This is something a lot of people don't think about, but it's very important. The service here at the barn is quite good. There's no delay on our end, okay? However, I have no control over the delay on your end. So if you live in rural America with lousy internet service and you've got a lag on your end, it could very easily cost you the bid, especially at the livestock sale tonight, because again, we've got a lot of animals and we go fast, okay? It happens every sale all the time. A bid comes in as our auctioneer says sold. As soon as the word sold comes out of his mouth, like if he says sold and that bid comes in, I can't take it, guys. That's just a legal thing, all right? So again, if you have bad internet, you may want to pay attention to this. If there's a particular animal you've got your heart set on, you may want to, think about using this. The other scenario where I'm going to advise you to think about using this absentee bidding is if you're a person that finds making decisions under pressure upsetting, causes you anxiety. This may be something you want to think about, and here's why. If you're not real familiar with auctions and you're not fairly well versed in them, sometimes once it goes live, right, and things are moving along at a pretty brisk pace, it can be overwhelming if you're new. And so I've had people who think that they're ready, and they want to bid live, which is perfectly understandable. But then the auctioneer starts and he's going really fast and they freeze. So if that sounds like it might pertain to you, again, this might be an option. So how does that work? You see how next to the bid button, there's a little drop down arrow here? If you click that, it says create a max bid. So that lets you put in the absolute most that you would want to spend. I'm going to put a low number in because this is the practice bidding lot and I want you guys to play with this. So I want someone to knock me out here at some point. I'm going to say 250 here because like I said, I want you guys to get in there and play. So you see how I put in 250, but it still has me at 125. I've had people want to use that absentee bidding option, but they're afraid the computer, like, oh, I like this animal and I like it $1,500 worth, but I don't want the computer to put me in for $1,500. Well, it's not going to, right? The minute you start using the absentee bidding option and you put in that maximum bid, the computer becomes your agent. So now the computer is going to do all the work for you, and its job is to keep you in the winning position for the lowest possible amount. Even though I have a 250 max bid, I was already the high bidder here at 125. So the computer is not going to move my bid because that's not in my best interest. And that's what the computer's job is. So don't be afraid to use that because you're afraid the computer is just going to jump it right up there. It is not. So what's going to happen when we're live tonight, I'll put in the floor bids as they come in, and the computer is going to bid for you. So if you're the high bidder when we start and the floor takes you out, I'm going to put the floor's bid in there. And then if your max bid is higher, the computer is going to put you back in for the lowest possible amount to keep you in the lead. It is not going to jump you straight to the maximum that you put in there, and it is not going to go over it. Okay. So if somebody knocks me out, like I'm at 250 and then one of you comes along and you bid 275, it's not going to put me back in. It's going to send me a notification that says, hey, you've been outbid. Do you want to bid again? So that's how that works. You can place an absentee bid. So for my rural internet users, like who intend to watch live but are thinking, oh, geez, maybe I have too much lag. What you can do, you can go ahead and put in a max bid, even if you're going to be watching live tonight. Like you can put in a conservative one, let's say. There's nothing to prevent you from continuing to watch live. And if it's like, oh boy, you're watching it and like it's coming up on your maximum and you're afraid you're going to, it's going to exceed it or it does exceed it, you can jump right in and go live. You're not locked into absentee bidding only if you utilize it. Okay. So just be aware of that. So that's kind of all the ins and outs of bidding. I hope that has covered most everything. Couple more things. So yeah, I'll load all those tags. So you're going to see a lot more lot numbers coming up, in the next couple of hours. The order. This is very important. So in a perfect world, these would all be listed here in the order they're going to sell. We do not live in a perfect world, ladies and gentlemen. That is not the case. So you see how our cattle have 200 numbers, and those are pretty low numbers. And then like some of our, let me get up here. We've got 3,000 numbers on the horses. So I would love for these to all show in the order that they're going to sell. They're just not. Okay, guys, they're not. They're they're going to go in the order I told you about, like exotics, goats, cattle, horses, and what you see in front of you online. Then they're not in numerical order. Is where I'm going with all that. You can register to bid at any time. So yes, you can register in the middle of the auction. Like when we're live tonight, if you want to register at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock tonight, you absolutely can. However, I encourage everyone to register to bid before we start. And the reason for that is this. Once we're live, I'm up here running this computer and it's pretty fast paced. Just like it's fast paced for you guys, it's pretty fast paced for me. I got to click and keep up with the auctioneer. So once we're live, it is very, very hard for me to answer the phone. And as a general rule, I won't. I can try to text you and I'll do my best to text you, but my priority goes to keeping this, right? So I'm going to encourage you to register prior to the start of the auction because I'm available to help you before we start. Once we start, it's pretty touch and go. Again, my name is Bridget. My number is 336-904-8903. I'm going to change your view here, guys. Again, 336-904-8903. That is the number you can reach me at. And you can text. Dalton, the hedgehog, I'm going to put a really low number on the hedgehog, like number one, or not number one, but like number, whatever, 2, 3, 4. So the hedgehog will have an early number and it will be very early in the sale. Since we can't put a hip tag on the hedgehog, I'm pretty sure she would get pretty upset about that. But yeah, she'll be an early number. If you're looking for her in that search bar, you can just type hedgehog. It'll pop right up. And I think her name is Heidi. So you can also type in Heidi. She'll come right up for you. So that's all the stuff, guys. Got any questions? Again, hit me up. Really looking forward to a great sale. And we'll be live, like I said, when we start with Livestock, 8:30-ish. I'll try to keep everyone posted. I want to thank everyone for joining us. Looking forward to a really great sale. Bye, guys.